Yo, what is up? Let's talk about the number one thing you need in order to lock up your hair. So first off, you're like, dude, your hair's not even locked yet. First and foremost, yeah, you're right. But I do want to show you guys some progress that is happening on my hair. I'm telling you guys, I'm surprised every single day I wake up. And I'm talking about my hair. I'm not surprised that I wake up. But look at this. Okay, so this one right here, this one's really thick and they're flat. But these are starting to tighten up. If you guys hear that beeping outside, someone's backing up. I'm assuming someone's car is getting towed or something like that. But yeah, this one is gonna be a really big Congo, which I'm actually really excited for. If you guys remember, I actually used to have a dreadlock right here, what was like, I think a 5-head Congo. So if that comes back, it's gonna be really cool. But yeah, so there's this one right here. You guys can see that it's matting up. Starting to look pretty thick. And then there's this one right here, starting to lock. But the sections is what I'm talking about. And the hair is like finding its way to where it's gonna lock. This one is 1, 2. Obviously all the ones in the front are kind of, you know, stragglers. But they're getting there. But you can see all the separation. Like every one I'm pulling, there's a bunch of curls in each one. And that's what happens with this one thing that you add to your hair. I'm getting pretty stoked on my hair. Hopefully you guys are liking the way my hair is looking. It's really turning out the way that I expected it to, and I'm telling you, it's just by focusing on what I planned and I'm executing that plan. So my hair is a 3C hair type. I would say on the back of my head it's a 4A, but a lot of people will come at me on that. But yeah, we'll say 3C. Now another thing to mention is I really like my hair. Funny thing is I haven't even told Candace about me freely forming yet. She's seen the videos, but I think she thinks that I'm clickbaiting. Listen, I'm done clickbaiting. Yes, I'm done. It's a public service announcement. I just want to make good videos. But if I clickbait, yo, just like, don't be mad. But look in this lighting, you can see everything that's going on. It's really cool, like seeing how much my hair has progressed. I'm really interested to see what these ones in the front turn into. I feel like they're just gonna be more skinnier, and that's gonna be cool. The ones on the sides, like, dude, they're gonna be thick and flat like some beef jerky. But you guys, Candace just finished up cooking some mighty nice breakfasts. I think it's leftover Mexican food. Hey, it's breakfast in my eyes. But in today's video, we are gonna talk about the number one thing you need in order to lock your hair with any hair type, with any method you choose, with any maintenance that you choose. This is the number one thing that you're definitely gonna need, and no, it's not a crochet hook, and no, it's not patience. So stay tuned. Okay guys, the number one thing in order to lock up your hair, it's plain and simple, it's water. Now not only water, but the combination of water and shampoo. Water and shampoo will cause your hair to become completely clean. And that's the whole purpose of locking up your hair. Because if your hair isn't clean, it just doesn't turn out too well. But like I said, keep your hair as clean as possible through the whole process. Even after your hair is completely matured, you want your hair to be as clean as possible. That's why this debunks the myth and the stigma that dreadlocks are smelly, or I mean obviously some people's are because they don't take this, you know, advice on washing your hair. But dry hair, clean hair, which the only way your hair can be dry and not oily is for it to be clean, that kind of hair is the best hair to lock up. So in this process, the quickest way for your hair to form is to make sure that you are washing your hair as frequent as possible. Now don't overwash it to where your scalp becomes irritated, but you can probably wash your hair, with some people, once a day. Now here's a quick tip. At the frequency you wash your hair, say you wash your hair a bunch, that's how quick your hair is gonna lock up. If you wash your hair not as much, your hair is gonna take longer to lock up. So remember that, the more you wash, the quicker it locks. The less you wash, the slower it locks. Just take this and run with it, and I'm telling you guys, this is like the secret sauce to getting your dreadlocks as quick as possible. Now I'm using me as an example. I've washed my hair I think maybe 4 or 5 times in this month and a half of allowing my hair to freely form. Now, if I were to wash it every single day, it'd be a whole different story. These would be locked up a whole lot quicker, they'd be tighter, and let's just face it, they would just be more freeform looking. Now obviously they are freeform looking because they're, I mean, you can hardly tell that they're even locked. But it is getting there. It's gonna take some time, obviously. But one of these days, I will definitely like make that hard decision. Like, all right, I'm ready to wash every single day, maybe once every 2 days. I don't want to overwash. But once I get to that point of being able to wash as much as possible, because you want to get on a good washing cycle. You don't want to overwash, but then again, you don't want to underwash to where it gets too oily, to where it doesn't want to connect with other hair. Because like I said, dry hair connects to dry hair better. If it's slippery, oily, or wet, or anything you want to call it, it'll slip around and not connect with other hair. That's why I don't recommend using waxes or, you know, like beeswax. Don't use that if you plan on getting dreadlocks and you want them to last and not have any buildup. At minimum, use a locking gel. And if you were to use a locking gel, I would recommend the Jamaican Mango and Lime locking gel, which I'll link down below. But other than that, like, there's not really much you have to do, especially if you're choosing the route that I'm choosing, freeform. That's a whole other story because all you do is wash your hair. And I'm telling you, if you're doing freeform, like literally just wash, and let it go. One thing that people have told me is to not pull my hair up at night, and I will be taking that advice really soon after my hair forms a little bit more. I want it to kind of form in the shower and while it's drying. I don't want it to form while I'm sleeping because I don't want it to be too matted up. Although freeforms, that's what they are. But I want them to form while they're elongated. And what I mean by that is when I wash my hair elongates. And then it dries and finds new ways to lock. So I want it to be as elongated as possible so that my hair isn't really short, really quick. Which eventually it will shorten up as it tightens up. Alright, you guys, let's get into the question of the day. It is from Lorenzo. It says, help, I'm trying to freeform too, but every time I get it wet, the hair that gets somewhat clumped up ends up being separated even when they dry. So this is the thing about freeforms. I'm not sure what his hair type is. Let me see if I can see it in the picture. He has Jason Voorhees as his profile pic. So freeform dreadlocks, they're very interesting. If you want them to lock freely, you're just gonna have to take some time. Wash them, make sure that you're washing them on a nice schedule like I said in this video. At the same time, allow them to dry and just go through that process all the time. They're not going to lock overnight. Once you hop out of the shower, that hair is going to loosen up. It's going to tighten up, it's going to loosen up, it's going to do all kinds of things. And some days it'll look good, some days it won't look good according to what you think looks good and what doesn't look good. There's going to be a lot that goes into it. So be patient and don't be upset that it's not looking the way you want it to. Just know that it's a journey and it's going to take some time, and just know it's not going to happen overnight. And with anything you do, if it happens overnight, it's probably not a good thing. If something's going to take a long time or take some time, trust in it and stick with it, be patient, and it's going to happen. So hopefully this video does help you guys out and encourage you and kind of teach you on what is the most important thing when locking up your hair. Not just freeforms, but any method you choose, twisting with gel, you know, twist and rip, any of these methods, having clean and dry hair is the goal. Clean and dry, that is the goal. Now as far as your scalp, obviously you can add oils, but I just prefer my natural oils that produce out of my scalp because I don't want my scalp to be deficient of oils. But say you have a rare skin condition, or maybe it's not rare, but your scalp doesn't produce enough oils, then I would definitely go to a dermatologist first and see what's best for your scalp. But if it's not an issue, like, just let your hair produce its own oils. Don't put any external oils in because our bodies produce the good stuff that we need. And when it comes to dreads, like I said, just make sure that they're clean and dry. So wash them, get them wet, let them dry out. And I'm telling you guys, that's the key to success right now. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully you guys do have an amazing day. Matter of fact, have a great day. Peace out and God bless. So if you add it all up, say you have straight hair, you choose twist and rip. Now you can look at this and say, well, it's going to take me about 1 to 2 weeks for it to initially start locking, and for them to be fully mature, it'll take about a year. And let's be realistic, it's going to take probably a year to 2 years for them to look really, really good. And they'll start bending and be more mature and kind of flimsy, but they'll be thick and they'll be fully compacted as long as you take care of them.